So, Nick, what did the defense ministers have to say as they went into their talks this morning?
Well, what was really noteworthy was that Boris Pistorius, the new German defense minister, had been in office for perhaps less than 2 hours, which Lloyd Austin, his American counterpart, underlined, welcoming and praising Germany as one of America's most important allies, a steadfast ally, and really key in supporting American logistics and efforts to bring in American weapons, the Americans being the biggest supplier of weapons to Ukraine by far, through the big American military base here. And then Boris Pistorius, the new German defense minister, said that, and I think this is important in terms of preparing public opinion for a possible decision about those Leopard tanks you were mentioning, that America was Germany's most important ally. And actually, it was interesting to note that when he was sworn in by the German president said, look, we've benefited from this peace dividend, basically American protection for decades, and now it's time to have a stronger army. So I think there are steps towards preparing public opinion for a big decision on those Leopard tanks.
Yeah, we'll have to see what comes out of the meeting today. But tomorrow is also a big day. Some 50 defense ministers are gathering at a U.S. base there in Germany. What can we expect?
Well, I think we might possibly get a decision on those Leopard tanks. It needs to be said that Olaf Scholz, the German chancellor, has really taken the lead in making these. It's his decision. So because of the international pressure, Poland and Finland are ready to send tanks, but they're asking Germany, as is required, for re-export authorization. There are some 2,000 Leopard tanks, Leopard 2s, across Europe. It's the workhorse of Europe's armed forces by and large. And so Germany, it's not just a question of will Germany send tanks, but will it allow other countries to do so? And I think behind closed doors, a lot of allies are saying, look, if you don't want to pony up, at least just get out of the way. So to get to that meeting at Ramstein, which is a big American Air Force base in Bavaria, you have some 50 defense ministers, NATO leaders meeting in what's called the Ukraine Contact Group, where they basically look through the wish list of the Ukrainian army of President Zelensky and see what they can supply. And the big ask is really for these Leopard tanks, which would allow Ukraine to repel a possible upcoming Russian invasion or actually to reclaim some of that occupied territory.
Okay, a correspondent in Berlin, Nick Spicer. Nick, thanks as always.